In 2003, professional boxer and former heavyweight champion Mike Tyson filed for bankruptcy despite earning more than $300 million throughout his career. A collapse like this, dramatic, forces us to confront an uncomfortable question about money itself. So much of what we chase, so much of what motivates us, is tied to the pursuit of money. Yet what does any of that pursuit matter if the real struggle lies not in making money, but in managing it? Americans today hold the highest credit card debt in history. Translation: we aren't learning the lesson. Debt has become a silent burden, one carried mostly by the people least equipped to bear it. And while these figures represent the US and the UK, stop for a moment and examine your own relationship with money. What is money to you? Does it flow into your life, only to vanish the moment you touch it? Has it ever made you vulnerable, pushed you toward a get-rich-quick promise, or lured you into believing that one more course or guru held the secret? Although this entire channel explores these subjects, I've realized something crucial. Our perception of money often shapes our lives far more than our ability to earn it, especially when our brains are wired in ways that make financial discipline difficult. So does earning six figures actually matter? If at the end of the year you have nothing left to show for it, where is the disconnect? It's time we answer that. And more importantly, explore a clearer framework for understanding money, one often taught in personal finance, yet rarely emphasized in formal education. What is money? Education teaches us definitions, but seldom teaches us meaning. So here's the real question: what is money? Or more specifically, what does money represent when you buy something on Amazon, or when your employer pays you for your time? Money is usually defined as a medium of exchange, an instrument used to buy and sell goods. But that definition barely scratches the surface. A more powerful way to view money is this: money is an expression of value. You hand over a specific amount of money because you believe what you're receiving holds equal value to what you're giving up. The market, not the individual, sets most prices, but the principle remains unchanged. Money equals value. This matters because many people attach a moral judgment to money. You've heard the phrase, money is the root of all evil. So when someone becomes wealthy, we assume luck, manipulation, or exploitation. Rarely do we ask, what value did they create? Understanding money as value, not morality, helps us recognize that money itself isn't evil, nor does possessing it make someone evil. Sure, scammers exist. They sell something worthless and label it as valuable. But that exposes their ethics, not the ethics of money. Money simply expands your choices and widens your possibilities. What you choose to do with it reflects who you are. So if money is value, what does that mean for the person buried under credit card debt, or the one living paycheck to paycheck? Hearing money equals value changes nothing unless we ask the next, more personal question. What is your relationship with money? Production versus consumption. Money enters your life, and money leaves your life. This cycle is captured in two simple numbers: income and expenses. A clearer way to express this is through production and consumption. Money enters when you produce value. For most people, that value is expressed as labor, a job. Money exits when you consume something: a streaming subscription, a car payment, a mortgage. In many ways, your net worth reflects the long-term balance between how much you produce and how much you consume. Think back to the statistics from earlier. Which side of this equation do you think is failing for most people? Now think about your own life. All the money that has passed through your hand, show much remains? How much has been invested? Which side feels out of balance? For most of us, the issue lies in consumption. Consider a career builder study. 78% of American workers live paycheck to paycheck. Even among those earning over $100,000 per year, 1 in 10 are still living paycheck to paycheck. You could argue that even six-figure earners want more. But if you're making well above the national average and still manage to spend everything, the problem is not income, it's consumption. As countless bankrupt celebrities have demonstrated, high production means nothing when consumption is broken. The money trap. People use rat race as a way to criticize 9-to-5 jobs, guilting others into buying books or programs. But this portrayal is unfair. Plenty of people enjoy their jobs or view them as stepping stones. The real rat race isn't a job, it's living financially on the edge. It's being one paycheck away from collapse. It's watching your money disappear the moment it arrives. With more responsibilities, this edge becomes sharper. One lost job, one health emergency, one unexpected crisis, and your financial life unravels. This constant pressure transforms your job from an option into a lifeline. As Tyler Durden said in Fight Club, the things you own end up owning you. But here's the good news, it doesn't have to be that way. The first step in personal finance is developing awareness. Where is your money going? This often means tracking expenses, housing, food, utilities, transportation, entertainment. It means confronting yourself as a consumer. And this is where it gets uncomfortable. In behavioral finance, this avoidance is called the ostrich effect, ignoring negative financial information out of fear. It's the hesitation to check your bank account after a night out. But once you move past that avoidance, you can begin directing your behavior. Budgeting is the next step, deciding how much you will spend in each category and holding yourself accountable. The goal is simple. Live below your means so you can save and invest consistently. Before investing, one of the most essential practices is building an emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of expenses set aside for unexpected events. Living below your means matters because why wouldn't it? Why choose a lifestyle that keeps you on the edge? Why commit to a pattern that leaves you financially fragile? Cognitive biases deepen the trap. Hyperbolic discounting. Choosing short-term pleasure over long-term gain, buying new shoes instead of saving for an investment. Social proof. Mirroring the behavior of those around us. When your peers treat money as evil or endlessly spend on luxuries, you adopt the same attitude. This is where the phrase, keeping up with the Joneses, comes in, trying to match or outdo others to maintain social status. But in the modern world, the Joneses aren't neighbors. They're people online, people you'll never meet, yet still feel pressured to impress. We crave social approval. We tie our self-worth to likes, comments, reactions. Meanwhile, debt becomes normalized. As the governor of the Bank of Canada put it, for most people, debt is simply a fact of life. To be clear, buying things, clothes, jewelry, a nice car, isn't inherently wrong. Consuming isn't the issue. The real question is this: do you care more about seeming wealthy or being wealthy? The rat race is not employment. It's a life lived so close to financial collapse that your long-term dreams are pushed aside in exchange for the next paycheck or the next purchase. Budgeting and expense tracking consistently pull people out of this cycle. Because dreaming about wealth is useless if your spending habits ensure you'll never keep it. But with that said, let's shift to the side of the equation that excites most people: making money, production. For nearly 30 years, one principle has remained true. Strategies may vary, but value scales. What's up, you guys? It's Graham here. You've heard this intro countless times on personal finance channels. Creators like Graham Stephan and Dave Ramsey excel at teaching the consumption side, budgeting, saving, eliminating debt. What they discuss less often is their own ability to earn money at scale. And it's easy to understand why. It's far simpler to reduce expenses than to increase income, when speaking to a broad audience. Entire communities like the FIRE movement are built around extreme frugality, saving aggressively, and investing early to retire sooner. Minimalists echo similar philosophies, often from a deeper perspective on materialism. And these methods work. They're realistic for diverse incomes and lifestyles. But let's be honest. Graham Stephan isn't earning $100,000 to $200,000 per month because he cuts coupons. Dave Ramsey didn't build a $55 million net worth through frugality alone. They tapped into production at scale. In my video, The Untold Truth About Money, I explain that money reflects perceived value. The fastest way to increase that value is to identify a problem, create a solution, and deliver it to the market at scale. That's entrepreneurship. A business that solves a widespread problem can expand your production side exponentially far beyond what a traditional job can offer. But not everyone should take the entrepreneurial route. It requires self-awareness, alignment with your skills, and the right timing. Production doesn't only mean building a company. Graham Stephan uses YouTube as his vehicle producing personal finance content at scale. I chose a similar path, creating documentary-style videos that combine storytelling, education, and visual narrative. Over time, the market responded, and it became my full-time career. Your form of production might be different. Building software, creating an app, launching a fitness brand with strong community identity, like what Ben Francis did with Gymshark. For many people, their 9-to-5 job remains their primary means of production. But production doesn't end there. It's about identifying how you can provide value to the market and doing so in a way that can scale. Yeah, if you can deliver value at scale, you can earn money at scale. The internet has made this more accessible than ever. You can produce something, release it instantly, and let the market decide. To summarize, start by understanding yourself as a consumer, track your spending, build a budget, and regain control. Then shift into becoming a producer, maximizing the value you bring to society through your skills, creativity, and opportunities. This framework has transformed my life, as it has for countless others who are serious about earning money. Because at this point, we're not discussing sushi anymore. This is substantial. And seeing numbers jump from this to $170,454 is nothing short of astonishing. Hello, my friends. Before you click off the video, I want to say thank you. The fact that you're still here shows that something in this video resonated with you or added value in some way. So please, hit the like button. And if you want more content about business, money, and personal finance, make sure to subscribe. On a personal note, combining personal finance and entrepreneurship has changed my life. This channel became my way of contributing value to the world at scale. If you want to dive deeper into these topics, I highly recommend 2 books, The Millionaire Next Door and Your Money or Your Life, both excellent introductions to personal finance. And of course, if you know me, you know I love MJ DeMarco's work on entrepreneurship. With all of that said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video or on Instagram or Twitter if you follow me there. As always, hands ahead, salute. Too many days are still to come. Too many moments drift like sand. Too many times we set aside, yet somehow we find our way out.